Hey everybody, Ronnie here. So, I have notes. I wanted to talk today about getting your business set up. The thing is, you can get your business set up before you go to Super Ego, or, and that would be the best, but it's not necessary to do it that way. You can actually start at Super Ego and then get your business set up. If you just start at Super Ego, then you'll be just running 1099. There are some advantages and disadvantages there. The advantage is simple, you don't have to do anything. The disadvantage is that you have complete liability. You're still an independent contractor, you work for yourself, and you are completely liable for anything that happens. So the best thing to do is to put a something in between you and that liability. And that is going to be by actually starting your business. So the first step is to form an LLC. Each state is a little bit different, but all of them you can form your LLC online. It's not very expensive. Here in Oregon, it costs me like $100, and Oregon is always one of the most expensive places to do anything. The second thing you want to do once you've got your LLC formed is apply for your EIN. That's like your business's tax number, your business's social security number. And now, congratulations, you're a business. The What that does is it puts that barrier between you and liability. Your LLC fits right in there. That's really about the only big thing that the LLC does. It's still a pass-through entity. It counts as you as far as the money goes. So everything that goes into the LLC is still basically part of your taxes. And you will be taxed at the higher self-employment tax rate. The next thing that you might want to do is opt to be an S corp. What the S corp designation does is it makes it so that your business is its own entity and you are an employee of that business. The big rule with being an S corp is you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. That's really the entire thing there. I figure that for me, what I need to live off of, me and my family, is about $1,500 a week. So that's what I pay myself. It's a reasonable salary. The way you opt to be taxed as an S corp is to fill out a IRS form 2259, I think. You look it up online. It's right there. It's not hard. You just download it, fill it out, and mail it or fax it into the IRS. The advantages of just going with the LLC is you're only going to really do taxes one time. With an S corp, you do taxes for the business and you do taxes for yourself. The if you There are two ways to pay yourself as an S corp. You can either pay yourself 1099, which doesn't really help you in any way, or you can become a W-2 employee. Being a W-2 employee puts you at a lower tax bracket. We'll cover that in just a second, how to actually take advantage of that. The next thing you want to do is open a business bank account. or two. My business, Ronnie's Trucking Company, has a business checking account and a business savings account. The savings account is not front facing. It's not used for anything except for storing money. The checking account, I use that for fuel expenses and stuff like that. But at least open a business checking account. My business checking account is with a company called Bluevine. You can find them online. The reason that I use them is because they have a really good interest rate on the accounts. The next thing you want to do is look at payroll. The thing with I'm being paid as a W-2 employee of Ronnie's Trucking Company. I use a payroll service called Gusto. There are several out there. Like I said, I use Gusto. It works pretty well for me. It costs my company about $50 a month to do payroll, and that ensures that all the proper taxes are taken out and sent to where they need to go. Speaking of taxes, the taxes, you have to pay your taxes. As a W-2 employee, I don't have to pay my taxes, or I don't have to worry about personal taxes until the end of the year. On the business side, I do need to do taxes quarterly. All right. There are several ways that you can do this. You can hire a tax accountant. You can usually find one locally that's not too expensive. If you want to go online, you can go to TurboTax. Just go to the IRS website, irs.gov, and they have all the tools that you need right there to pay your taxes. And of course, this is obviously not an exhaustive list. Those are the steps that you need to take. If you need help doing things like setting up your LLC, you can, or making an S Corp, there are options available online. I've heard some folks talk really well about LegalZoom. It's affordable, and they pretty much ask you for the information and get it taken care of for you. The rest, simple Google searches can help you find what you need. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm not exactly what you call a tax expert, but feel free to give me a call. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have, or at least try to point you in the right direction. If you have any other questions for me, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. If you have an interest in joining Superego, give me a call. My number is on the screen, and I will put it in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.